Hello, this is Mercury Rises from Clash of Empire, also called Last Land. And we did towers today. I was in full support, so I wanted to show that to you real quick. I don't normally use that skin. I normally use the blooming skin. So anyway, I went full support. And I also have the cavalry attack that's added with that sword, so that worked out really well. So last night, my son and I decided to duel our accounts for a specific reason and mission. Now, he'd been wanting to duel me again, and I told him he had to wait till Friday till gold kill, and that we could do it whenever, but we had to wait till after lemon rewards. So we decided to duel, and the reason we were dueling is that we were going to do duels in attack and defense with the lion and without the lion. I have a rather strong lion, and his is rather weak. The account had been abandoned for quite some time, as I had mentioned in a previous video, and that he is rebuilding this account. So my theory is that without my lion, he would beat me, and I would be unable to beat him despite him being an archer. And and the reason why I want to prove that was because someone had made the comment that the lion wasn't very important. Now, I've always said the lion was number one, and after seeing what blessings do, although there are 3 different places where you have to get the blessings, it's a lot harder to do that. I've conceded to the lion being number 2. Blessings number 1, lion number 2. But for the person that had said that the lion wasn't very important is still kind of like standing on their ground. And I wanted to prove that the lion is very important, almost detrimental. So unfortunately, we did not get to prove that because it was completely inconclusive. All the testing was, but what I did find out was he was beating me anyway, and I always thought I'd be beating him, and I thought I shouldn't be losing, right? So I adjusted my cross badges on the guard and spear and made them more even, whereas they were kind of lopsided, heavy on the guard, and that didn't really seem to help me at all. But he was mostly winning, especially once we got the marches down for what would be necessary for each of us. And then I'm like, you know what? Let's try one more thing. And I have been told to keep the infantry health, though it's a level 6 on my equipment, and a 3rd spot on a gold piece, and I prefer to keep my level 7 cavalry health on there. Now, that's really good for rallies and against cavalry, but typically not good against archer. And to raise the guard helps with archer, and to raise the cavalry health helps against cavalry. Well, I said, let's just do it this one more time. After I switched out that gem, there were 4 duels, and I think he just got lucky on one of them. So I was beating him at that point, and from raising the cavalry health and putting that gem on, which from prior testing, we had proven that that was not effective against archer. Well, apparently it was effective against him. So that worked out really well. So we didn't come to any conclusion about the lion, but we'll have to do some other testing. We're just really too close in statistics and in strength, I think, to do that and to prove that. I know people who have really strong lions and pretty much weak everything else, which is kind of including me. And then I know people who have very weak lions, but yet they, are really tough and their line doesn't matter. And I've had previous accounts where the line didn't really matter much because I had all the other bases covered. Now, if the lion is rather easy to raise because of ceremony and how you can get shards and stuff like that. It's rather cheap to do. And if you invest some money into it, even better kind of thing. But my theory is the lion covers a lot of my deficits. There are so many people who have gold equipment and I don't. My blessings are quite, pretty low, although they are getting better. And so my Caesar is just about to turn up, which won't be a huge difference because it's already a 7 with stage 4, but it will make some difference. And nobody has a Caesar 8 or close to a Caesar 8 like I do, except for Jack, of course. And my line is rather strong. Now, I've been told that I shouldn't be so close to some of the bigger players, but I am, and I really think it's the lion.